We also offer health and safety services, environmental services, and auditing services to the companies. If there are companies interested to take these services, we always welcome them to contact with us or visit our website. As far as our accreditation is concerned, it's worth noting that we are famous as well as we are internationally recognized in across 95 countries. We have trained over 16 to 17,000 students and still counting on, and we have our presence in 95 countries. We also have the accreditation from Exemplar Global, OTHM, IOSH, and AOSH. As we have these accreditations, we are able to provide over 150 courses to health and safety professionals and even environmental professionals. Let's move to the next slide. Since this workshop is all about OTHM, as the qualification itself is OTHM Level 6 Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, some of you might be wondering, sir, what is OTHM or who is OTHM? It's very important to know that OTHM is a distinguished UK-based awarding organization. They are meticulously regulated by Ofqual. Now, what is Ofqual? Ofqual is a government agency in the UK who are an educational regulatory body. So they are basically responsible to regulate qualifications and courses. So as a leader, as a global leader, OTHM is renowned for its comprehensive qualifications across diverse departments, including health and safety. So OTHM has global recognition all across the world. Their qualifications, their health and safety qualifications are IOSH approved or IOSH accredited. They also have WES approval, World Education Service approval, and they are also Ofqual regulated. We are OTHM accredited training provider. We also have an exclusive video to play. Before I play the video, I would like to just say a few words. This video is very exclusive as it talks about DBHS International as well as OTHM. This video is prepared, or in this video, you will hear Ms. Patricia, who is the CEO of OTHM, talking about us. Have a listen.
Hello, I'm Patricia Land and I'm Chief Operating Officer for OTHM Qualifications. I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome you to the start of your studies in health and safety with the wonderful and prestigious school that is DB HSE and of course your CEO, Dr. Debjyoti. Taking this step to studying this program is a very important decision, and we're proud that you've made it in conjunction with DBHSE delivery programs and also, of course, OTHM here in the UK. Undertaking this program of study and eventually achieving your certificate and transcript means that you are on the journey to a properly recognized program of study that can only enhance the next steps in your career. OTHM Qualifications is based here in London, UK, and we are very proud to be a well-established awarding body recognized by the UK government through their regulatory arm, Ofqual. OTHM Qualifications is more than 20 years old, so we have a tremendous experience in the qualifications that we deliver. Our qualifications are delivered and achieved in over 70 countries around the world, so you can be sure that your studies are in safe hands with Dr. Debjyoti's team, and also that your qualification will be recognised after you've finished your studies. Do enjoy your studies. It will be hard work, but it will be very, very worthwhile. And we know the end result will be something that you can be well and truly proud of.
Right. So I hope this short video gave you an understanding as to who we are and why these key figures from various awarding bodies, especially the accreditations that we have, talk about us. It's because of our excellent service, cooperation, assistance, and smooth process that we take our learner through to complete their qualifications. So we always welcome you open-handed, no matter whether you're from the east, west, south, north. You're welcome to DBHS International to take enrollment in health and safety courses, or even the courses, various courses that we offer. Now, coming to the next slide, in this slide, you get to see one of these summits that we have. We regularly, in a month, we have summits or live events that we post on LinkedIn. So this was a special event where Mr. Andrew joined from OTHM. He's the head of partnerships at OTHM. And he spoke about OTHM qualifications, why they are so valuable, why companies have started demanding OTHM qualifications, and why a lot of health and safety professionals are now choosing OTHM health and safety qualifications, and also DBHS International. So in conjunction with Mr. Andrew, we talked a lot about the authenticity and the value and the recognition of OTHM qualification. So if any one of you would like to watch this video, feel free to contact with us. We'll be more than happy to provide you with the link. Now, this slide speaks about our approval and authenticity. See, many of the institutes claim maybe they are from OTHM or maybe they are from so-and-so awarding bodies. But as a learner, it is so important for you to verify and authenticate. That's why we thought of providing you or showing you our approval certificate, which shows that DBHS International is an approved training provider. We do believe in RLA, which is read, learn, and adapt. This method is meticulously designed and demonstrated by our respected CEO and the founder, Dr. Debjyoti Biswas. The logic is very simple. You read, so you understand, you read, and then you learn. You basically process in your mind. And then you adapt. That means you implement. So you read, then you learn, which means you understand, and you implement to make it effective in your career. Now here comes a quote that you might find very interesting as it comes up with the respected CEO and the founder's picture. It says, owning your hustle, flaunting your wins, and shining bright. Remember, you are a damn rock star. It's important to always motivate yourself. Understand that your hard work belongs to you. And when you work hard, it's gonna pay you off. You will shine bright. With that being said, I would also like to take this moment to welcome Dr. Debjyoti Biswas, who is the CEO and the founder of DBHS International. He's OTHM lead tutor and an IQA assessor. He will have a talk with you and also give you a lot of information which you may find very interesting and useful, might have not come across before. He's an amazing tutor or a trainer, a great motivational speaker, or somebody who can guide you in your health and safety career to choose the right qualification. And he has set an example of leading organization. No matter whether you're an employee or you are in the top management, you play a role in leadership. So as he comes on the stage, I would like all of you to welcome him. Dr. Debjyoti, welcome to the webinar. How are you doing?
Perfect, sir. Doing absolutely fine. First of all, namaste from India. Assalamu alaikum. Very greetings from DBHS International. That's too much. Mr. Tuhin has talked about me. Thank you so much, sir, for your tremendous, fabulous presentation and representing your company, DBHSC. And I would like to extend my gratitude to all the HSC professionals those who have trusted on DBHSC, those who are completing their courses, and also those who are attending for the very first time through LinkedIn event link or from the WhatsApp groups. We welcome you to DBHSC International. This, I think, after so many months later, I'm interacting with you all. And my vision and mission is very straight for today, is that we're going to discuss about the outcomes and how we can utilize. And I'm going to make sure that we're going to seriously get some knowledge from this session. Because not every time we get to have this kind of a time where we can connect with the professionals like you all. So thank you so much, firstly, that you have trusted DBHS International, and now you are part of DBHSA. I have just thought about that how I can make the first class very impressive. I thought about, let's not dive into the only topics that we should discuss about what this qualification is all about, but we can do one thing. We can just take some lesson, aim, and outcome behind every unit. So we're going to discuss about the benefits, outcome, and the aim of this qualification. A lot of HSC professionals are there, those who are looking forward to complete their dream qualification. Some of the HSC professionals, they do qualification just because they need to represent to their company or to submit to for their resume. And there are other HSC professionals, those who are doing it because of their knowledge, to recharge their knowledge. Now, we have all categories of professionals, those who are looking forward to do. As an educationalist, examiner, and one of the author for this HSC profession, where 24 hours we are working to solve out the problems. If you have really got some help by downloading our subjects, our prospects, our knowledge notes, then just give me a thumbs up. Because 24 hours a day, we kept the group active. We have a designated professionals, those who are replying to their queries. So in our global group in WhatsApp, whoever is texting for any of their queries, we are within an hour, we are trying to get back to them with their proper answer. OTHM Level 6 is a very interesting qualification. Why? There are so many reasons. Before I start and dive into this topic, which will give me enlightened today and also will give you a lot of insights, I would like all of you, if it's possible, keep your camera on so that me as a speaker now would be very much energetic and enthusiastic to have a good session with you all. Allow me 20 seconds. I'm just going to prepare my screen and I'm going to start the discussion. And meanwhile, you can switch on your camera. Allow me 20 seconds. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, it is always good if we talk with evidence, because we are an HSC professional. We believe in knowing the truth before we give any of the advice. Now, this is the official website of OTHM, the awarding body regulated by the government of UK. Now, what are the chapters? If we just go through, you will get to see there are 7 assignments related with this particular topic. Now, OTHM Level 6 has also equivalencies to get the bachelor's degree. It means when you are doing this qualification, OTHM Level 6, on the other side, simultaneously, you're also holding the qualification of UK government regulated bachelor degree in Occupational Health and Safety. Now, who actually should do this course and for what reason? There are several reasons to do this course, but let us talk about the main agenda of this course. This entire course has been curated and designed for the senior professional, those who are into health and safety, because this entire qualification is all about the management system. Now, If you are having 20, 30, 40 years of experience, still you need to recharge your qualification. How this particular qualification can help you in the all aspect of management system. Health safety management system has a tremendous subjects and different types of tools to implement different types of 4P that we say policy, procedure, plant, and people. When you are becoming a manager or you are working as a manager, you should have knowledge in 4P. People, it means the individual factors. Number two, the plant. It means anything related to vehicle, instrument, whatsoever. Everything will be related to the plant. Number three, we have process. And number four, the policy. It means which process if we implement, then we're going to show that we have provided the best identified control measure. And number four is policy. Policy means how you are formulating the policy. Now, this management, and now I just would like to ask Mr. Tuhin, if you just kindly send me the 7 assignments name on the chat so that we can present to you all. I can see the slide has been deleted by mistake, I guess. Just put down these 7 assignments on the chat so that we can have a discussion on the same. Now, every unit, so this particular qualification has 7 units. With number 1 starts with management principle and policy. Within 1 minute, Mr. Tuhin is going to share us the 7 assignment, but we're going to talk about the outcome of this assignment. Now, Tuhin sir, we just kindly people, plan, process, policy. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for this. Now, there are different short notes and short forms to crack anything which we say HSE insiders. We're going to discuss about the all short notes that we have. Tuhin sir, have you completed providing the 7 assignment, please? We are waiting for this. Just provide the 7 assignment guideline, please, on the chat so that we can share with them and we can discuss on the same. Okay, here we go. So if you just open your chat, let me have a discussion. The first unit that we have on this qualification is Health Safety Management Principles and Policy. Number 2 that we have Health Safety Management Practice. Now, if you just go through, let me read one by one and give you a very proper information on the same. The first unit, which is Health and Safety Management Principle and Policy, a person who is pursuing this qualification, the first thing that they are adopting and also gathering knowledge is all about what is principle and policy. When we say principle, it's all about the concept or the fundamental guidelines of health and safety of this company. And when we say policy, it's a formal document, or you can say a formal statement from the senior accountable team members of the company. The first idea that you will have and the knowledge, because this particular qualification has designed in such a way that it will help you to learn from A to Z. So the first unit will help you to understand how you should formulate a policy, because a manager is the one who will certainly be one of the team member to create or make a policy. There are so many things that you will learn in policy. Now, if I repeat it once again, what is policy? It's a formal statement. What is this formal? Formal means a written document or a written note. So a company, a manager of health and safety is a one who is accountable for preparing the health and safety policy in conjunction or in participation of the representatives of workers or the other departments also. The next is would be the principle, understanding the principles. Now, there are some fundamentals of principle and there are some frameworks of principle. What is this framework of entire health and safety? Now, a manager is also the one or a director who should look forward reasoning behind every new ideas or process or implementation of anything. Because to have a safe workplace, it's all about each and every human being, the individual, those who are working, starting from the bottom, like every individual from the top to bottom, everybody is aware that what they need to do. It means creating or fostering a culture where every individual is competent. Whoever is competent, it means KESA. A competent individual means he has knowledge, he has skills, he has experience, and he has he has ability, KESA, ability to do that work. HSC manager or HSC director should look forward not only making everyone aware what they need to do and what not. Also, when we provide toolbox training, we can also implement the reason behind the set rules. The second thing is why there are so many mistakes and why workers do not understand that why they need to work in that way. It's very simple, sir. I believe most of us, we face this problem in the workplace after implementing all these like whatever we discuss in the chat meet, after implementing everything, after providing an effective training on what we say, still workers are unaware to do because somehow they should know the reason behind this particular set rules. So the first unit of this OTHM level 6 will help you to understand in detail and in comprehensive manner with each and every tools required, ideas required, concept required, and whatever is a proven fact, and also the policy. Inside the policy, you cannot just make the policy the way you want. You need to follow the basic formula of making a policy. A basic formula should be that your policy must consist of statement of intent, your policy must consist of arrangement and also objectives and also organizing. Now, in this chapter, you should be able to understand how to make a policy because it's not about maybe your designation in your company is not allowing you to make or help or consult with the seniors to make a policy, but it doesn't mean that your knowledge will be not utilized. Remember, the boss of the company that we have a trouble with the management, right? Most of us, as I have faced, that, sir, it is too tough for me to convince my management and to make them increase in the safety budget because most of them, they oversee the safety. But I don't think nowadays people are that much unaware that why they need to follow the proper guidelines. But there are certain organizations, those who are fostering negative health and safety culture. And this is the time that a knowledgeable safety professional should not tolerate if anything is happening in front of them, such as an HSE professional is giving priority to hazards and unsafe work. That is why we need to know the reason, and that is why education is very important, correct? Let's say if I am a teacher, if I'm training to you, I should know that how I should train and why I should train. The reason behind training. If I sound very safe and secure, then I hope most of you will feel also safe and comfortable to hear more and to proceed for the further collaboration with this company. Same like if your speech, if you sound very much safe and secure and determined that you are doing it for their safety, for their welfare, trust me, we can certainly make a difference. I understand due to pressure or you are under a lot of pressure, work pressure, which constitutes of varieties of work deadline, workload. So everything is there. And also your non-work factors of stress, work factors of stress. But please remember, when you are working and when you are in profession, it is always important for us to know that how I should give my best. And as an HSC professional, my respected team members, I believe you will be popular. You will get much of the promotion. You will be very much popular in your company if you utilize your brain, implement new ways and technology, and you can serve the best for the company. How? By saving millions of lives with your knowledge, through your knowledge, and because of your knowledge. Trust me, if you have a basic knowledge, then you can revise, you can review, and then you can amend. But if you do not have that international standard knowledge with experience, how you review, how you revise, and how you amend? Most of the people ask me that whatever you are teaching, is that only I need to follow? Absolutely, this is not true. Because whatever you will learn from any course or qualification, the entire picture is completely different when you are at your workplace. But whatever you will be asked to do in that workplace, your basic knowledge will surely work. And this qualification is all about making you more superior in management knowledge, management system, and this entire thing that we need to manage health and safety in the organization. So first thing, we are clear. I think that I'm not taking a much of time, but everything, whatever I'm sharing is important. Do you know one thing? One of the very good thing that we have done, and we also got to know from our learners, that through the education, the safety professionals are not only saving the people from the hazard and risk, accident or incident or near miss, but also this management principles of health and safety is one of the greatest help in our society, in their personal life, in the community. And also, so see, when we identify a hazard, we know that we need to utilize this control measure. Either it can be protective or it can be preventive. Or we also see, whenever we see a hazard, we can understand which category of hazard is this, which type of risk assessment is required for this workplace. Because when I am deciding my company to carry out this type of risk assessment, such as quantitative risk assessment, another one is qualitative risk assessment. Depending on the budget, depending on the nature of the business and the workforce, we determine. So how you will do that, sir? How you will identify? For this, you need to have knowledge. And with the training, you can certainly adapt that. I was saying about the social safety. When we say safety, what do we mean by it? Let us have a discussion about safety in a one line. Just understand this. If I can help you in giving you more simple definition about safety, a condition that gives us freedom from any types of problem or troubles, such as hazard, risk, any kind of damage to the property or loss of property. Correct? Now, when we talk about this, we are safety professional. We are accountable for anything that is happening in front of us and that is unsafe. It means our qualification doesn't lie only in your profession and in that deadline of your workplace, sir. Your knowledge demands you to also put your knowledge inside anything wherever you will find out hazards. Now, people are utilizing our business concept from health and safety to their management system, because the formula is same for every equation. Wherever there is a hazard, we need to put the control measure. And how you will do that? By having the proper knowledge, because there are some categories of control measure. There are some types of control measure. So if I'm going good and you all are understanding, give me a thumbs up reaction. I'll proceed with the unit number 2, because I need to know that how every one of you are attending the session. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. We are proceeding for the next. Now, the next unit that we have, it's health and safety management practices. It's very simple. This particular unit will give you 10 UK academic credits. And once you complete this unit, and unit number 1 has 8 credits. Now let's go for the unit number 2, health and safety management practice. Now this particular unit will help you to know the process to manage. In the first unit, you will have entire and complete understanding that how you should formulate a policy, which and what category or principle you can implement. So it's all about understanding the principles, that is the concept and the framework and the fundamentals of health and safety in the organization. So unit number 1 will give you the entire thing that you need to do. Unit number 2 is all about practice. It is in do section, plan, do, check, act. We are aware of it, correct? So it is now in the second section, that is do. Do means now we need to do something. So unit number 2, which is health safety management practice, it will help you how to implement, how to carry out, how to proceed for continuous improvement. It means you have already made a policy. Now how you will implement. Implementing doesn't mean that, okay, this is a policy, now you all need to work on it. But the company has to have a meeting or a kind of a seminar or webinar where they will discuss with everyone, whoever will be adhering. So how you should implement. So there are effective communication. Now how you can proceed for the effective communication when you have a verbal, graphical, and written communication. So that also we should consider that if you want to communicate with someone, let's say you want to tell, let's say some of you, you have prepared a policy and now you want to implement. Okay, so you need to communicate with me because this policy goes with me. I am the person who also need to follow the policy. So if I am not if I'm not clear about the policy or the objective that you set, then it is going to be not effective policy. And how to make an objective? Because the first section of a policy asks you to mention the objectives and targets for every individual from top to bottom. Because without an objective, we cannot work. The only objective is to keep the workplace safe, and any kind of troubles that company may face, we need to keep them away from the borderline, right? So the objective that we need to set should be and must be SMART. All right. I hope most of you are aware of what is SMART. SMART. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for reasonable, and T stands for timeline or a deadline. It means how you will set the objective. See, it's very simple. Now, when you are a manager and your boss asked you to make a policy or to introduce a new plan. So whenever you are introducing a new plan, it means you also need to set objectives for every individual, whoever will be working under the plan, correct? So how are you gonna do that? What is the best way to set the objective so that everyone can achieve it? Because when you are in business, when you are working in a company, you're also in their business. It's all about business, right? So when you are into their business, you should know if you are setting any new plan and objective for them, they must achieve it. It's not like that you are setting a question paper, which is very tough, and you're going to make sure that most of the students are failing. So there is no way and there is no way back. It's all about making such a comfortable platform and such a comfortable environment that any objective that has been given to the individual, it can be clear, easy to achieve, clear for understanding. It should be measured, it must be reasonable, and it must have a deadline. In between this, we have to complete. So unit number 2 will give you a lot of idea that how you should do that. Because if you just go through, this unit has 10 academic credits. It means too much of things, so much of new information, new technologies, new process you will understand. Trust me, the study materials that we have prepared, we kept you all in mind. The most asked question, most faced troubles in the company, we have tried to accumulate all of it at once, so that if you can read today, tomorrow you can implement. And I believe we, as an HSC training provider, we should look forward to it, because the aim is not just to help you to complete the course and say bye bye, but our aim is, if you are studying today, tomorrow you should able to save at least one life or the asset of the company. And only you can do so when you will have a knowledge. Trust me, one thing, when I used to work, I had a chaos or a fight between me and a very senior HSC professional. I was talking, and the time is like 7 years ago. One question when I asked to that senior manager, that when you are implementing this new rules and not giving a proper guideline how to follow, then how they will follow. Me as a because I was a defense driving trainer, so as I was a DDT, it was not easy for me to know the track of implementing new plans to make them easy. But the senior manager said, just to let them know, and they just need to sign in and they will get the permit and they'll go inside and work. So trust me, more than 7 or 8 people got injured because they were not aware what they need to do. And such plan was not introduced in the training manual also. This is just 1% of example, sorry, point 0.0000000 infinite 1% example. Every day, you all are facing different types of problems, different hazards are going to get classified. So it's very easy. Now, let us talk about, thank you so much for kudos for the impressive, and thank you so much, because if you just appreciate me, I'll look forward to saying more and more, right? Okay, so what we understood from the unit number one is all about management principles and policy, because you should know what you are, which designation you're holding. It's just not about, I'm a manager, I get good handsome salary, and this is my work and all. But you being a manager, it means you are managing the health and safety, entire health and safety of the organization. It depends on the responsibilities that have been bestowed upon you, but it doesn't mean you are static and you cannot, excuse me, and you cannot have more information. Because more you have knowledge, more you have dedication and passion towards your work, no one can stop you from achieving whatever you desire, sir. If you're working in a small state with a very less salary, but you have knowledge like this, don't worry, there is someone called creator. That creator will help you. Wherever you deserve, you will get the place. But it is like an aim. Aim is aspirational, right? No one can set your aim unless you set your aim. So aim is aspirational. If you think that I will be the director of a great company once a day, then you just not to show off the people that you are studying, or you do this and that. Just keep on gathering knowledge, because more you have knowledge, the creator will give you situation, because you never know where and when you need to act and what you need to act. The moment you know the moment you know what you need to do, and you got the situation, if you just crack it, trust me, if you are here working now with 100 USD, tomorrow you'll be working in New York or in London with 10,000, 50,000 pounds, you never know. Only you will get it when you are well worthy for it. And how you can become a worthy one? By giving your proper dedication towards your work. I know it's very simple to say in a very good, cool environment. It's simple to say upon the chair that this and that, but it's not easy in realistic. Maybe you are thinking in this way. Absolutely not. I am hereby to affirm and confirm you that if you are working under pressure and not liking your job, but you have the capability to work in anywhere else in the world, trust me, just focus on what you are doing and pray and keep on looking forward to the best. If your company doesn't give you that much of opportunity to grow more, don't wait and waste your time. You are well worthy and much worthy to get higher success. All right. Now let's go for the unit number 3. That's all about. Okay, so much of thumbs up I'm getting. Thank you so much. I'm happy, very much appreciated. Risk and incident management. My God, this is one of the very interesting and tough chapter. It was a tough chapter for me when I was completing this. I was like, my God, so much of thing to learn, to understand. But do you know, if you try to learn something, you cannot remember after 10 days. But if you try to adapt something, then at least after 100 days later also, you can remember 1% of it. Because now let us give you an example. In life, what we need to do, should we learn or should we adapt? You don't learn how to swim, you adapt the moves and you swim. And if you, after 10 years also, if I ask you to swim without any practice, you can swim. So adaptability is one of the greatest aspect of one's success. Aren't you the one of them? You are. So remember, whatever, let's say in our group, people ask me, sir, please give me some notes on H2S checklist or anything regarding to it. It's not possible for me to write everything. Simple. We are living in a smart world. So I need to get the best note from the internet. What I do, I learn and I try to adopt. Okay, H2S means this is means that. Okay, this is how I can go to. The moment I got the entire knowledge, what I do with the picture and with the entire explanation, I share it to the group. It means the way I helped myself to learn something, I will do the same with you all so that you can also do the same. If we all do the same with others, don't you think that we can get the win of this movement? And our movement is to make the world safer. I know there are a lot of institutes, there are a lot of companies that they do say, our ambition is to make the world safer, but it's just a tagline. But I am hereby to let you know it's not just a tagline, it's just the aspiration. Because recently we have seen that if there is a power and strength in the community, even a prime minister can give away their responsibility. So we are very proud of the entire, and we are very sorry for what happened in Bangladesh. We are all with Bangladesh. It's my another country and our all beloved country. And so that also showed that if there is a power, nothing can be changed. If we all are gathering together, who will do so? Me or you or every one of us. But your friend who is not aware of health and safety, he cannot be in your movement until and unless he is aware of it. But I believe those who are HSC professional, can't we just let our society knows about the value of health and safety? Can't we just train in our home to the mom, to our parents, to our relatives? Can't we just do that? I want to tell you all, wherever I go with my profession, that is health and safety environment, HSC. Wherever I go for party, I represent my profession. I go for lecture, I represent my profession. I go to anywhere else in the world, I represent my profession, because it's all about promoting adequate way to make people aware what is safety and why we need to give value towards safety. And also, if you all support me, I'm in the pursuit to make sure every schools, universities, colleges, foundation, everyone should know and have this subject, health and safety, because this is our generation. What about the next generation? We are aware of global warming. When you will complete any environmental management core or ESG, EIA, or EMS, doesn't matter, everywhere you will learn about global warming and how to avoid. It's just my respected team. I'm joining my hands and I'm letting you know all. It is just not about listening, reading, and writing in the question in the exam and pass. No, it's all about we are teaching you, I am teaching myself so that I can work in practical field, such as if we are eating something, there's a garbage dustbin where I need to throw the waste. But most of us, even me also, sometimes I forget. The moment I do, I throw anything on this open street, what I do, I ask my driver to stop. I go, I pick that waste, throw it to the dustbin, because when a person says something and he doesn't do that, it doesn't suit well. So we all are humans, we meant to make mistakes, right? Do this. We need to do this, or else the entire world will be in danger. Trust me, maybe NASA is protecting us from any aerodynamic process, or the universe is not going through a lot. But there's also one thing to understand. Sorry for the disturbance. I was having some technical issues. NASA is working well. What about the safety? So we need to have this, right? Okay, let's get back to risk and incident management. I was discussing because it was so interesting. Now, about the risk and incident management, which has 8 credits. Now, this unit will help you to know more about different types of assessment, different types of incident management. So there is a huge differences. There is a huge craze to know. So what is the difference between incident, near miss, and accident? So I just gave a PDF, and I will be requesting my admins to share the PDF as much as possible, and with good design, because I'm a little bit creative. I love to make designs. So I made a PDF on the differences between incident, near miss, and accident. Go through it, you will understand. So the unit 3 will give you different types and processes, different ways to manage an incident, so that we can prevent and we can avoid. So if something happens, then we need to do which type of monitoring? We need to do what? Reactive monitoring. But before something happens, before something went bad, before accident occurs, we need to go for active monitoring, right? Active assessment and reactive assessment is depends on before the accident, we go for inspection. And after something went wrong, we go for investigation. So how matching is it? Now, unit number 3 will also let you know there are different technologies, the different processes, the different ways, there are a lot of terms, there are calculations, there are formulas to find out different types of risk. There are types of risk. So this unit will give you a whole lot of knowledge about different types of risk. Let's say you will be so knowledgeable, my respected members, those who are attending, you will be so knowledgeable if you see there is a risk. We're like, okay, this is this type of risk and this requires this risk assessment. So an HSE professional is also a kind of, a kind of a person who knows science, because this module will teach you also in physics, because health and safety depends and relies and lies on physics, chemistry, math, and biology, right? So if you have not gone through your science in your childhood days, we will teach you, because I also enjoy because we enjoy knowing the science behind everything. So a person who knows science behind every of their activities, that person can nail anyone to understand. And if that person starts speaking, even a layman or a dedicated man or a deliberate man who wants to do some bad things, they will bound to answer, they will bound to accept what you are saying. So knowledge and speaking with positivity and ownership of what you are speaking, everyone will listen to you. So unit number 3 will certainly give you a lot of knowledge about the risk management. There are different types of profiling also. I hope you are aware of risk profiling. But it's just not what is risk profiling, give the definition. It's all about how to do risk profiling, right? To profile a risk, you need to have technical skills. It's not about only writing and, okay, this is hazard, this is, okay, no. This world demands you to have technical ability to do something, to perform your task. Now, let's say your company has given you a report, okay? At the end of the day, you need to report to your reporting manager that whatever went wrong and this and that. Do you know, more you have knowledge, more you can specify the problem. It's all about specifying the problem. It means let us there is a bottle which is useless, but it's still on the floor, correct? So you will write this, a bottle on the floor which doesn't require it to be placed, so it requires removal. Let's say it's anyhow it's stuck. If you have knowledge, you can use certain terms with definition and specification, which will help your boss, if he knows, then only, which will help your boss to understand the problem, because they will bound to increase the safety budget. Do you know how? You have read in your level 2 course. There are 3 reasons to promote health and safety. My team members, when people ask me that there is only one problem, sir, I cannot convince my manager. I am an MBA in health and safety management holder, but they don't listen to me. Just they don't listen to me. Do we know that they did not complete the qualification that you have completed? Number 2, they did not have gone through such robust training, including the scenario and reality, that what happens and why and the reasons behind everything. They are not aware of it, but you are aware of it. And how you can do your best? By giving 3 reasons: moral, legal, and financial. If you just think, any of your suggestions, observation, recommendation, or information to your boss consist of reasons, moral, legal, and financial, in every of the problem and the solution, do you think your manager will just give away or can delegate your idea? He cannot. Why do you know? You are talking with legal notes. It means if he doesn't do that, there will be prosecution consequences of non-compliance. When once a person or the manager checks this, oh my God, I can be in trouble. My company can face the consequences of non-compliance. There are so much of cost associated with the non-compliance. Do you really think that manager will just oversee it? So you need to speak with the evidence. And that's how that's how the 6th unit will teach you. 6th unit is all about health and safety law, regulation, and influence. So let us understand the next one, that is promoting a positive health and safety culture. Okay, that's a unit number 4, which consists of 6 credits. It's very simple. Everything that you need to foster the culture. Foster means improve or look for continual development, because nothing is static. Every day, if you are earning 10 rupees, tomorrow the world demands 12 rupees from you. So you need to look for good opportunities, a good job, right? Why you all are doing this course? Better, because you will get a better job. And trust me, I'll talk about the investments. I request all of you to please stay until we complete. I'll talk about the investment, because it is certainly required for every one of us to understand. When we talk about course fee, when we talk about reduction of the course fee, there are some differences which can hamper the quality and standard of training. I will talk about this also, that why we should not do that instead of what other facility DBHSA has to facilitate us. Now, promoting positive health and safety culture. Now, promoting positive health and safety culture will also, now, do you know there is some assessment which is called cultural assessment. So in this unit, one of the new term that you will be coming up with is cultural assessment. How to do that? how to maintain a communication lineup in between your workers, their workers, your supervisors, your stakeholders, your insurers, your management team, quality team, and the others. And also how you can engage the strategies. Do you know what is the most important thing that we need when we talk about positive safety culture? Do we know what is the thing? Let me tell you, leadership. And another question, a person who is the manager, is he only the leader of the company? Let's say you are working as a supervisor. Are you a leader? Who believes that working as an HSE supervisor considers the position as a leader also? Just give me a thumbs up or just write yes. That yes, I'm a supervisor and I think I'm also a leader. Or technically, legally, uh, is it, does an HSE supervisor can tell or announce himself or herself as a leader? Certainly yes. That is called inspirational leadership. Let us talk about more about this, why we need that. Even one person, even one person is under you and he is looking forward to wait until you command or until that person tells you what you need to do. That person is a leader for that one single individual. It means we all are leader of our own work. So company should have this kind of culture that whatever boss has said, it is the ultimate, then no one can tell. If this happens, there won't be a teamwork, because a leader who is technically a leader, like in a on a note on a paper-based leader, he must allow everyone to take the ownership of their own work, to be the leader of people to whom he is protecting. So a safety supervisor controls somewhere 50, somewhere 100, somewhere 150. Some in private organization, you cannot just tell me the numbers. It's like anything. So that 50 workers is listening to the safety supervisor, not the boss. So for them, for the 50 workers who are listening to that supervisor is the leader. So only we can foster a health and safety culture when you speak not with rudeness, but with simplicity. Because there's no prize for you if you show big man. There is no way. But if you can save your people, then you are a big man. Showing off, I'm a big man, doesn't work. But helping people to save their own life, you will be a big boss. People ask me, what is the easy way to get good promotion? Tell me which qualification you want to suggest. Okay. See, we are businessmen. What I'll say, do this course and do that course so that we will have profit. But on the other side, I always tell, because I don't know about the future, but we believe in a consistent approach of good work. But I always tell one thing. See, if you complete DBA, doctorate program from DBHSC also, then also there is zero likelihood that you will get a job. And the person say, how you can say that? I'm investing thousands of USD. I cannot get a good job. The only simple answer is your qualification accomplishment degree, which is a certificate, a piece of paper. It will help you to get the job interview rounds. But in order to crack those interview rounds or job rounds, you need to have your knowledge. Knowledge will help you to get the job, to sustain the job, and to retain the job. So the qualification will not work. Another side, why we need qualification. That's also very important. If you do not have qualification, you do not have that knowledge from that qualification, which you will gather. And if you do not have knowledge how to act on If you do not have the idea what you need to do, then how you can save the lives. More you save the lives, more your company will give you priority. On a nutshell, I just gave an example of two individuals. There are two individuals. One is rich in certificates, okay, working in the company for 30 years. Another individual working in that company for 1 year and doesn't have that much of qualification certificate. But in 1 year, this newbie, it means a new person who has not that much of qualification, but he is nailing it. He's saving, with his knowledge, he's saving thousands of workers under his supervision and jurisdiction. There is very less accident rate, absenteeism rate, low staff morale, less investigation. There is nothing such enforcement enforcement addition. There is nothing as such. But the another person having 40 years of experience and having so many qualifications, tremendous problems are going on under his jurisdiction. People are dying, nobody's listening to him, absenteeism rate is high, etc, etc, etc. Company will choose whom to give the greatest designation, a person with highest qualification or a person with highest score in saving the lives and the asset of the company. The question and the answer is very simple. Let us go for the next unit, that is unit number 5. The unit number 5 is all about maintaining a safe working environment. This unit number 5 demands you to have little bit knowledge about the EMS, that is environmental management system, not how to audit it. A lot of people ask me, so which one is good, this level 6 or auditor course? Both have hell and heaven difference. I'll talk about that also. So managing a working environment, this is some kind of very important, where the candidates, it means you all, will get knowledge and skills which are necessary to maintain a safe and healthy workplace environment. Okay, so you need to know how to do inspection. You need to know how to control the hazards. Either you just eliminate or you go for the last, that is giving the PPE will only help. Another one is emergency preparedness, how much and how well and how powerful emergency plan you have. There is another confusion in between inspection and audit. How many of you have this confusion? Can you just give me, raise your hand, please, if you have any confusion regarding this audit and inspection. Now, it's very simple. If you do have confusion, I am here to make it in a more simple way. Just wish me a good luck. Huh? Now, inspection is something where individuals are required to examine the workplace and the work activities. But the audit is requested, and audit is allowed to check the management system. Answer is completed. If you are an inspector, you will be asked to inspect. There are 4 types of inspection. One is general workplace inspection. Number 2 is regular inspection. Number 3 is statutory inspection. Number 4 is pre-use check. My God, I remember. So there are 4 types of inspection. But when you're inspecting, you are just examining that this is the workplace and this is this happening, whether it is complying the requirements of the company or not. That's it. And some advice. But nobody is allowed to talk and check the management principles and policies and plans for it. But the auditor is the one who will critically evaluate the management system before he check the equipment for its condition, the latest condition. Okay, So when we talk about managing environment, audit is one of the part. And only a person can audit when that person will have entire knowledge about that management system. It's very simple. Many of us wants to become an auditor. So many people are completing auditor course. But if you ask yourself, do I have knowledge in management system before I comment on their management system? Very clear. So what we do when we talk about this unit number 5, we talk about ISO 14001 and its clauses also. So, and all the OTHM level 6 learners are advised to attain the 5 days class of ISO lead auditor 14001 in a free of cost. So DBHSE does give this opportunity to the people to attend as much of premium paid class without any cost if they are level 6 or level 7 learners, because in that training, these parts are important. See, a level 6 learner, whoever is level 6 learner, they are not expected to ask level 2 or level 3 based topics, correct? But we understand. Even if someone asks something to me, if I do not know, I just need to tell him, relax. Let me just have a look into it. I'll help you out. But if I don't know how to look into it, then how can I help? But if I know what to do, I'll say, wait, let me do this. So we need to understand this fact is, if we are asking you to attend the session, do attend. Because if you attend, what will happen with you? Simply, you will have enormous knowledge and you can help yourself to prepare the assignments, correct? Now we have level 6, which was I was talking about, health, safety, law, regulations, and influence. Do we know one thing? Maybe your company is not asking you to talk anything about the legal matters, but it's not bad if you have wealth of knowledge, right? Your company is not aware that you are so aware of the legal terms which you are helping your company with the legal notice of that particular with the government, because every country has their own governing law. It's not like we are only focusing on one. But yes, ILO is one of the most chosen regulations to be followed up in more than, I think, 180 countries. I may be wrong, more than or less than 180 countries, but yes, people are following ILO also. But in India, in UK, and in anywhere in the world, we do have our own law. So 6th unit is all about, will give you knowledge about the legal framework, regulatory bodies, and the policy influence. That what will happen if your company is not focusing to rectify the mistake, because that mistake is gonna contravene the regulations. And if you contravene the regulations, you need to pay for it. And there are indirect and direct cost for it. So a person who is a manager, my respected professionals, if you are a manager, sir, you also need to have the entire knowledge about the law, the international standard, and the entire thing, so that when you are convincing your management for anything that you need, you are not only sticking with the moral reason that's if you do this, people will be safe. You know, generally what we do. Can somebody please tell me, do you all follow this, sir? That when you are writing a report, do you mention moral, legal, and financial reasons behind everything? Is there anyone that is there anyone who's following it? Like, if you want to convince your manager to increase the safety budget for anything, do you give moral, legal, and financial reasons? But that why you are asking your company to increase the budget, so that the company can give them premium resources, premium equipment, and PPs? Absolutely. Those who are not doing this, it's very simple. Let me help you. We have Chat GPT, correct? Let me help you with the smart way to deal the smart people in this smart century of this entire planet. When you, because you can't just relate ILO if you're working in India, because India does have its own law. If you're in the Netherlands, you cannot just talk about the ILO. You have your own Dutch framework of laws and regulations. If you're from Scotland, you do have the presence of ILO. You can certainly follow that, or HSE, different laws and the other fact, health and safety executive. But when you are when you want to convince, or let's say you are the person who will speak for today, and today the meeting is all about increasing safety budget, and the managers are not at all happy with this topic, but they will bound to learn from you, because you are speaking with every legal matters, that if our company does this, this will be the consequences. You need to pay this, because according to this law, if you contravene this law, then unique company has to pay this amount of money to the government, or else your license will be seized, etc, etc, etc. So if you do so, your manager will hug you and will tell you, don't leave me, tell me what I have to do for you, you will be the director. It's not so easy, but it's not impossible. So by doing this, when you speak with moral, legal, and financial reason of whatever you want your company to do, whatever your recommendations are, you are advised to speak with moral, legal, and financial. If you need help, please contact with me that, sir, this is the problem. How you want me to explain to my management? I will do that for you. I will try to do it. But at least reach out to me. I'll make a report plan. Only I will write the 3 reasons, not everything, not the report, because I do have my work, but I'll help you out. If you think that you are facing a problem, you cannot convince your manager, you do not know what you need to type to your manager so that they can listen to you, reach out to me. I'll use my mastermind and the way I have been teaching to several respective members. I can also help you to be one of the eye-catching professional in front of your manager. I'll do that for you. So this is not usually done. Exactly. If this is not usually done, nobody's stopping you. Always, I believe, if I have learned something from level 6, I will do my best to let you all know what you need to do, just not to complete, because to complete your assignment, we have dedicated HSE, dedicated examiner team to help you out. But to complete your every day's assignment, this advice will certainly help you. Okay. Speak with legal, financial, and moral reason. And I always say, speak with TWE. Promote this, make it popular. Speak with, talk with evidence. TWE stands for talk with evidence. Because this is only a very good saying of an auditor to the manager. Okay, show me what you are saying, just show me the documents. So always focus on, if you're doing something, and if you want to make your manager understand or your boss understand what you are doing it, then talk with evidence. He will listen to you for sure. Now, the last unit that we have is all about development of health and safety practitioner. And that's very amazing, because this is only the unit, the last unit, which will help you to enhance your skills, adaptability power, what aptitude you have to be, the attitude towards your work and towards the workforce, what should be your individual factors, how you can grow more professionally, what should be your ethical practices, how you need to be a leader, and what are the leadership you need to maintain, whatever powers you have. This last unit of OTHM level 6, which has 8 credits, it will help you to have more professional way to deal with problems. Now, another question I got, that if I complete this course, can I be the best of best and can give precautions to any hazard? My answer to him was, not a single qualification can help you to identify to identify a hazard which is not yet discovered. It means you will have certain common set of examples how to, if this like case study, but every day your time demands you to go for case study, different types of problems, different categories of hazard. Coronavirus was not absolutely not in our list, but we got introduced by that virus. It's not about fighting with the virus inside the workplace. It's all about what type of virus is it and how to fight with it. So you can have doctorate or PhD in health and safety, but there is not a single subject or syllabus which will teach you all the problems and their precautions. But it doesn't mean that we are stop and static. It means that we need to know the alternatives. Every day you come up with different problems and you give new ideas. But if you have more knowledge, understanding, if you have the adaptability, if you have adopted the standards, whatever you're implementing, you will think your tutor's speech and the informations that you have gathered from the qualification, and you will implement that. Trust me, every day we get to hear from one of our safety candidates that this is a today implemented this and the entire workplace was so damn happy. I would say, wow. Because one of the candidate was asking me that I give toolbox training. Nobody understands. Nobody listens to me. Why? And they don't understand education. See, if someone doesn't, if someone does not understand education, it doesn't mean that he does not understand his life's value. His life associated with every members of him. He does know about it. He does give value. So if we talk the way they will understand and with reasoning behind whatever you are saying, including the examples and baddest scenario that you have came up, everyone will listen to you. My team, there is another skill you need to develop, that is training, because it's all about training. If you're talking with a person and want him to understand what you are saying, you are training him. You're just not informing, you are training him. If you're talking in a boardroom, a lot of different designated individual from different department are there listening to you, you're also training them. So whatever you say, if your intention of your speech is all about making the one understand, it means you are training. Training is an act of educating the people about that particular subject. It can be anything. So be a trainer. And how to be a trainer? We have a course called Train the Trainer. You're most welcome to attend that also. The last one, but not the least, is now, if you just go through, let me just pronounce and read aloud the 7 unit before we end up. Health safety management principles and policies. Health and safety management practice. Risk and incident management, promoting a positive health and safety culture. Health and safety law, regulation, and influence. Development of the health and safety practitioner. So, what we have learned today, we have learned that the 7 units, which is covering mostly every aspect to make an HSE professional a manager or a director. This 7 units is covering all. Now, inside this, there are different types. No, do you know that checklist? We ask people to make checklist immediately in front of us, because checklist is not that you will just download it from Google and you can start working with it. Checklist is all about, and if, let's say, a generic man who doesn't know about how to formulate checklist depending upon the situation, the workplace, the business and everything, they will follow the basic checklist. But when you are a manager, you will look forward in adding those points which is required to check. So it's a list to check, correct? So this entire 7 units have been designed in such a way that we will try our best to make you a well-worthy manager or director of a company. So before we leave, if you all just can switch on your camera, we will have a groupie with you all. I can see Mr. Bert is also there. I think it's the first time we are meeting with him. Thank you so much, Mr. Bert, for giving your presence. He's from the Netherlands. And if others can also please switch on their camera so that we can have a selfie together. And please reach me out because I am, oh, Mr. Chek is also here. So good to see you, sir. Okay, Mr. Nandi is also here. Mr. Ranjan is also here. Mr. and the others also. Okay, so meanwhile, you all are preparing yourself to keep your camera on. I just would like to tell you all that thank you so much for trusting DBHSC, and trust me, I'm an enthusiastic guy. You bring up the topic to have a discussion, I'll go for an event and I'll discuss. If you face any problem related to how to convince your manager, reach out to me. I will try to help you out. I love to solve the case studies. And if you have requirement of anything, checklist, risk assessment, anything, reach out, just drop a message in the group. And within an hour, I will get back to you or anyone from the team. So we will just have a picture. If others can also please switch on their camera, we will just take a picture. Would like to wait for 20 seconds until everybody keeps the camera on. Okay, I think here we go with the picture. Mr. Dinesh, would you like to be? Okay, so Mr. Hadi is also here. Very good to see you all, sir. Very good to see you all. Okay, let me take a picture with you all now. Thank you, team. Thank you, everybody. It's like today you all met my day. Yesterday was a friendship day. So happy friendship to each and every one of us, because we all are friends. What friends do? Help each other, correct? So we are all helping each other to foster this great profession. Trust me, you are just not working for your company to get paid for. You are also working to save the world, your planet, your nature. Try to educate your son, your daughter, your relative, your family, your society, your community. If you need me, let me know. I can go to your workplace. I can give a speech. Whatever I can do, I will help you. DBHS is there with you. There are certain things that DBHS expects from you all, and simultaneously, you all expect us to do that thing for you all. So recommend your friends if you have really, because it's not like I'm promoting our institute and say, please come and do the course and pay. No, it's not about that. At the end of the day, in order to do a course, you need to pay to anywhere in the world. But if I can make you feel worthy, it's not only you are paying, but getting into a greatest family of all the time with the other safety professionals. See, yesterday, I asked Patricia Land, who is a COO, that ma'am, we are going for one workshop, one introduction class. Would you want to help your DBHSC learners? So they would love to see you. On Sunday, she did it and she sent back to me. I also shared in the entire groups. So this is how people love us. It's not like we are only promoting that do this and do that, give me us, give this payment and you will get enrolled, get the certificate. No, it's not like that. We are in the movement. My team, we are in the movement. And if we all educate ourselves, simultaneously, we can educate our youngers, and youngers will educate their friends. And that's how we can make the world safer. At least 5% we can do that for the future generations. Thank you so much, you all. I will love to see you all in my next session. And do let me know if you have liked it. We're gonna upload this screenshot on LinkedIn. You know, your feedback will surely work. And your one comment will help DBHS to get candidates. You know that. Yeah, so because when people will see our page, they're like, oh my God, so many people have commented. OTHM will be very happy. So make sure you're commenting within 10 minutes. We will be uploading the photos on the LinkedIn, and we will share that link with you all. Just go there, share your feedback. And also, if you have seen yourself, you can share the post, and do let me know on the LinkedIn post comment box that you want to hear this topic from me. I will teach myself, I will prepare the materials, and I'll rock and roll with you all, and hope that we can have a great collaboration in future. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Hare Krishna. See you all. Allah Hafiz. Good night. Take care. See you from the next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.